And welcome back to another Coach's Corner. I'm Rick Silvestrini. We're talking women's tennis today with head coach Mai-Ly Tran. Mai-Ly, your team now 9-2 on the year. You got a couple of wins this last week. Missouri St. Louis, SIU Edwardsville. Talk about those two matches.
Those definitely were a couple good wins on the road for us. We've been lucky to be at home quite often, and so just to go on the road, quite a long drive and played the same day, and then back-to-back matches, it was good for us.
I know you had some injuries on your team. You've been battling injuries, but Mela Jaguars, Alex Kozlowski came in and really stepped up for you, didn't they?
Yeah, I talked about that last week, and I thought that these two matches would be good matches for them to gain some confidence. And as far as matchups, I was really happy with who they were faced with. And Mela had a great match against a good player, fought off a handful of set points in the first set to win it 7-6, and then just took care of the second set. But really proud of how both of them played in that match.
Well, and then Summer Brills, senior, named the MVC Player of the Week, so obviously she had a fantastic week.
Yes, and I spoke on Summer. I mean, she's done a tremendous job at one, and that's a difficult spot to be in, and she's just been very consistent, has had a pretty good record, just tough losses at Minnesota, but overall she's been very consistent for us and dependable, and she keeps improving, and I think we're in a good spot with our top of the lineup.
Well, you talked about having a lot of home matches. You're back home this weekend, right? Montana State and Grand Canyon. What can you tell us about those two teams?
Well, Montana State we haven't faced in a few years, and so I'm not really familiar with them, but I think we're pretty confident going into that match just looking at how they've been doing. And it's just preparing. We were lucky to get an outdoor match last weekend, and so just transitioning back and just happy to be back at home. And then Grand Canyon is a good one where I'm pretty familiar with my old conference. So they'll be the tougher matchup, but we're just happy to have a couple matches.
Okay, Bulldogs at home this weekend, looking to improve on that 9-2 record. Mai-Ly, congratulations, and thanks for joining us here in the Coach's Corner.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that's Mai-Ly Tran, and we are talking women's tennis on the Coach's Corner. I'm Rick Silvestrini.